if you implement the strategies I'll share with you in this video, you would be saving yourself at least 1 hour of cooking time every morning. Today we are going to be making breakfast meals that would last for at least 2 weeks. One of the things that I always have in my freezer is beans, and I label them breakfast beans. So I go ahead and I prep my beans, I pick it, wash it, boil it, and then do everything, like go all the way, fry it with red oil and distribute in smaller bowls. As you can see, I have 4 small bowls. Those small bowls are for breakfast, so I am going to close them and label them breakfast beans. And the day that we have to have beans for breakfast, I will just go into my freezer at night, open it up, take out my beans which has been labeled. One of the tips I'm going to share with you in your kitchen: never drop anything in your freezer without labeling it. So this is labeled breakfast beans. It is frozen. Tomorrow morning we have to eat beans. I'm going to go ahead and just remove it, leave it on the kitchen countertop, and by morning it will be defrosted. Is that the word? Okay, so in the morning now, what do you want to make with beans? Whatever it is it gâteau, is it puff puff, is it dodo, is it boiled plantain, is it rice? Whatever it is, you just warm your beans and then you go ahead and make your puff puff. My puff puff will take me less than 45 minutes, and I would have saved so much time as opposed to starting the whole process of making beans afresh. The next thing I'm going to be prepping here is my tomato. Okay, so I like to give my children hot pot for breakfast, and one of the things that takes a lot of time is if you have to start blending or slicing the tomatoes, the green peppers and everything. So while I'm prepping all my breakfast meals on this particular day, I was cooking turning plantain. That's my turning plantain on the fire. Another tip that I use in my kitchen is multitasking. Like, for some people this might not work, but for me it's like it's a no-brainer. Like, I cannot be in the kitchen and I'm doing just one thing. A lot of people will say it's not a good habit, but for me it just works so well that when I'm in the kitchen, I am doing this. The one that can be happening without me physically touching anything is happening. Like, my pot of plantain is boiling, I'm going to put all my ingredients, leave it, and then go continue making my tomato paste for my kids' breakfast. And this breakfast prep that I'm doing right now will take us for at least 2 weeks. Okay, if it is short, it will take us for maybe 1 week and it's a number of days, but 2 weeks. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and wash my tomatoes, wash green peppers. So for this tomato blend that I use for their hot pots, like porridges, Irish potato porridge, sweet potato porridge, these are all the ingredients that I put in it. Okay, and I like to blend it because when I blend it, they don't know that this is what they are eating. They don't have the chance to start picking it out and removing it. So all the ingredients we will use for this blend, there are tomatoes, green pepper, carrots. Sometimes I put in a little bit of garlic, green spices, and all of it will be blended, and then we'll tie it in wrappons. You'll see it. I'll show you guys how it looks like when it's frozen, because I still have about 2 left over in my freezer. Once I realize that they are about to run out, they're about to finish, I go ahead and make a list and buy some tomatoes and other things that I'll prepare a new blend of tomato paste for their porridges. If you watched the last video, I showed you guys how I prepare a breakfast timetable, and I showed you guys how we buy the things. And this video today is basically me putting together everything and just prepping for breakfast, showing you guys how I get to save at least an hour every morning on breakfast.
Ay, ay, ay.
So you guys can see this is what our tomato blend is looking like. This has a lot of things that they will not be able to pick out, they will just have to eat it. It has tomatoes, green peppers, carrots, onions, a little bit of garlic, green spices. They cannot pick it out, so we tie it in white wrappings like this, and then we make potato for the 3 of them. This is what it looks like when it is frozen. I just took out this one from the freezer now. When it's frozen, in fact, you can take it out just like a few minutes before you want to cook their potato, and you just put it in the pot and it is going to defrost, and you give them their potato with a boiled egg or whatever it is you prefer, whatever protein it is you prefer to serve them with. Some of the green peppers were left over. I would go ahead and just slice them into just slice them, so that if I want to make like maybe spaghetti in the morning, I can just take out these green peppers. I like the flavor that they add to food, so I put my green peppers in spaghetti, I put it in rice. So every time that we go to the market, I always just try that we buy green peppers, and then we chop and keep in the fridge. Like, it should just be in the fridge, in the freezer, because we would use it for whatever purpose. Like if anything comes up, spaghetti, fried rice, fried something, any small fried something. So I'm just going to tie it in a wrapping. If you have these very small Ziploc packets, you can also put them there. I think it closes up better and it looks more fancy. So if you would prefer that, then that's going to be a better option. Like chopped carrots, green pepper. Again, this is what most of my frozen chopped vegetables would look like. So this pack, I tied it with chopped fried meat, which I'm going to use for fried rice. So that has carrot, it has green peppers, it has green beans, and then there's chopped fried meat in the other wrapping you're seeing. I was explaining this, but my mic was not well connected, so you couldn't hear what I was saying in the original clip. Again, I'm back to my plantain pot. I told you guys earlier that while I was prepping the things for breakfast, I was cooking turning plantain on the side.
Danny, have you finished your food?
So on a day that I have to make pancake for breakfast, we just go ahead to mix more than the quantity that we need, and then we keep the rest in the freezer. Pancake mix keeps very well in the freezer. So if you mix it, you keep it in the freezer, it comes out and it is perfect. Okay, but if you are making banana pancakes, it doesn't keep well in the freezer. I've tried it before, and when you want to fry it the next time, it turns out really hard. So I would not advise you to do a big batch of your banana pancakes and keep in the freezer. But if you are doing just regular simple pancakes like this, you can mix them and then keep in the freezer. So I say again, do not keep anything in your freezer without labeling, because when food is frozen, most times it's difficult to identify what is inside the bowl, especially if the things are all maybe the same color or so. You'll be struggling, and then you have to remove multiple things, let them all defrost before now figuring out which is which. So always label your stuff before putting in the freezer. The next breakfast we are going to prep is akra beans. If you watched the last video where we shop for our breakfast items, you know we bought akra beans for 1,000. So I'm going to go ahead and pick all of it. I'm going to pick all my akra beans. I'm running it through this strainer because it's easier when you do it this way. You can remove the stones. This thing is dirty, okay? It's dirty, and we try to buy the one that is as clean as possible, but even at that, it is still dirty. So I'm going to clean all 2 wrappings of the akra beans. And then now with akra beans, I don't advise that you prep it completely. That's to say that I don't advise that you go ahead and soak it in water and blend it. If you don't know how to make akra beans, I have a recipe. You can check it out on the channel. Just type how to make akra beans by JD's Home. You would find the video. Okay, so I don't advise that you go ahead and process it completely, because it doesn't also keep well in the freezer. That's when you blend it with the peppers and the onions and then you put it in bowls and keep in the freezer. I used to do that before, but I realized that when you remove it in the morning, when you remove it at night, it defrozes, and then you want to fry it in the morning, the texture of your accra beans is not as fluffy as it would normally be when you just make it fresh. So the only thing I do for prepping accra beans is that I pick it, because this is a lot of work, right? It's a lot of work. So I go ahead and clean it and ensure that my accra beans has no stones, no sticks, no dirt. Okay, so I do that, and then I divide it into wrappings. So this is accra beans we bought for 1,000, and again I would advise you to always buy the one that has already been cracked, because when it has been cracked, it's easier to pick it, it's easier to also wash it and remove all that black eye, the black eye parts that is on these beans, right? So it's easier when you buy the beans that has been cracked. So yeah, so after picking my accra beans, I go ahead to divide it into 3 different wrappings. So this will give me breakfast for 3 different days. So I just divide it in equal portions into 3 different wrappings. Now how do we do this? At night, if I know that okay, my timetable says we're having accra beans tomorrow, at night before sleeping, I'm going to take 1 wrapping of this, I will soak it in water, and then when I soak it in water, I'll wake up the next day in the morning, would wash it, we blend it with onion and pepper, and then we fry. So then I would even be saving time the night before, not just the day of the breakfast. Okay, so this is accra beans. Then tomorrow we're going to be having pap. This video, pap and accra beans, this video was recorded over the span of like 2 weeks, so showing you how we made these things and how we consume them later. So this video was not recorded all on the same day. So yeah, I go ahead to put water into my accra beans, and then in the morning you're going to see how it looks. Another thing that we prep in advance is pap. I've shown you guys a video on this channel how I make pap from scratch. You can go back and check that video. So after making the pap, we use wrappings like this to tie them in small portions, and then I use this Ziploc bag to put them all in. So this is what the pap looks like. So these ones that are small is when Daniel is going to be eating pap, him alone at night, and the others are eating something else. And then this one is when all of them decide to eat pap. Right, it's soft, so it's going to freeze here. Then when it's frozen, I'll transfer all of them to this Ziploc bag so it's more organized. What am I doing? I'm filming a video. So this is what the pap looks like when it is frozen. So because I'm showing you guys this now because I want to show you how they make it together with the accra beans. So this is what it looks like when it's frozen. You can take the pap out of the freezer even 5 minutes before you want to make it. You just need to run it through water and then ensure that you take out the wrapping, and then you put the pap in water and start mixing. Once you start mixing, it will start to dissolve, and it dissolves really fast. Breakfast for today is pap and accra beans. As you can see, we have removed pap from the freezer and we put it in water and started mixing for it to defrost, and then we start cooking. This is what breakfast looked like. Another thing you can do, if you like baking, you can easily bake maybe some banana bread or some bread, and you can wrap it up and keep in the freezer. And then on the day that you have that on your timetable, you just go ahead to take it out, defrost, and then you can eat. What else do you think we can do to make breakfast more planned in our homes? Drop it in the comment section. Is there something that you do in your home that I've not spoken about in this video? Please go ahead and drop it in the comment section. We would like to hear from you. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you guys on the next video.